Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to learn a new stitch pattern. This is called the Cluster Lattice stitch pattern. As I stretch it out, you can get more of a feel for its pattern. It's a very gappy pattern, but it is beautiful. They kind of look like crowns once you stretch that out, but it consists of clusters, your 3 double crochet clusters here, and of course you will be using double crochet, you will be using a little bit of triple crochet and chains, and I really enjoyed the pattern. So if you're looking for a pattern that has lots of space in it, a spring type pattern, or anything that is kind of gappy or spacey, this is a beautiful pattern for that, or just a designer pattern. So we will start this, and what we're going to do, I'm going to set that aside. So what I'm going to do for the demonstration is I'm only going to chain 14, so you're going to use multiples of 7. So what I did is chained 14, and what you're going to do now is you will turn your piece, well, not turn your piece yet, but let's chain up 3. After you've chained up 14, you're going to chain up 3, and then you'll turn your piece over. Okay, and then in the 4th chain from your hook, so 1, 2, 3, 4, you will start your double crochets, and you will be making our foundation row, and then you will double crochet all the way across your row. And I am simply using an H hook for this. You can use what you want. On my example piece, I used a J. So just whatever you want to make it out of. Of course, you know, the different type of yarn that you use which will make a difference in the size as well as your hook. So it's whatever you want to use. So just go all the way across with a double crochet. Okay, so row 2, you're going to turn, and we are going to chain up 1, and then you're going to do a single crochet in that first stitch and in that second stitch. And then what we're going to do is do a chain 5. Okay, you're going to skip the next 3 stitches, and then you're going to do a single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So that's 2, 3, and 4, and you'll repeat that process. So you will do a chain 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You will skip 3 this time, 1, 2, 3, and then you will single crochet in the next 2 instead of 4. Okay, so that is row 2 once you have finished that. I'm going to back up just a bit here. Now we're going to turn, and now for row 3 you will chain up 2. Now what we're going to do here is we'll start working our 3 double crochet clusters. So you're going to put 3 double crochet clusters into these chain 5 gaps. So starting out, you're going to wrap your yarn and go into the gap, and you're going to complete 3 double crochet clusters. So you're going to make your double crochet, but you're going to leave that last loop on your hook. So you'll do that again. So yarn over, go into that gap, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, leave that last hoop on your hook. So now you have 2. And you'll do that a 3rd time. And now for that first one, you will have 4 hoops on your hook, but you'll have 3 double crochet in that gap, so you'll yarn over and you'll pull through all of those. So that's your first 3 double crochet cluster. Now at this point you want to chain 3. Okay, so you want to put 3 of those into this space. So let's do that again. So yarn over and go in your gap, grab your yarn up, yarn over, pull through 2. Do that again. Yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your second one. So go do that one more time. Only pull through 2. So now you have your 3 double crochets in that gap. So you should have 4 on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4. That's your second 3 double crochet cluster. So now you want to chain up 3. And now let's do our last 3 double crochet cluster. And you're just going to do that one the same way, but you're only pulling through 2 loops. And I have a separate video for the clusters if you're confused. Okay. So now you have 3, and you're not going to do a chain 3 this time. So now you're just going to dive directly into this next chain 5 gap, and you're going to do the exact same thing you just did here. So yarn over and go directly into there and start working your clusters. Okay, so there's the second, and then there's the third. So yarn over and pull through all. So let's work our second cluster here. Pull through all of those loops. Whoops, 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 back up. I got ahead of myself. We got to chain 3. I got happy doing clusters. See, even me as a professional, I get excited and forget to do something. Don't forget those chain 3s. My goodness. About ruined the whole video. Alright, now chain that 3. And let's get that last cluster. Okay. So see, now right now you have 3 clusters here and 3 clusters here. And now what you're going to do is you're going to double crochet into the top of your turning chain. You have a turning chain right here, and it's that single crochet there. So now just double crochet right into the top. Okay, and this is what you're going to have for that finishing round 2. Alright, now we're up to row 4. Row 4, we need to chain 7. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now we're going to single crochet into this first chain 3 space. Get my yarn here. And then you're going to do a single crochet into the next cluster. So don't get confused. Let me zoom in for you so you don't get confused. So in your cluster, this is not the stitch that's tying your cluster. Right here's your cluster. This is the top of it. So you want to do a single crochet into that cluster, and then a single crochet into that next chain 3 space. Okay? And then what you're going to do is chain 5 again, or chain 5. Okay? And then you want to go into that next chain 3 with a single crochet, a single crochet into that top of that cluster, and a single crochet into that chain 3, just like we did before. Okay? So now what you want to do is chain 2, and into that turning chain right here you're going to do a triple crochet. So wrap your yarn twice, and you're going to go into the top of that turning chain. Alright, so that's all there is to row 4. So now you're going to turn. Now row 5, chain up 3, and you want to do a double crochet right into the same stitch that you're in. Okay, now you're going to chain 3 here, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster right here as well. So you're just going to do 1. So let's do that cluster that we've been working on. So make sure you do your 3 doubles. Okay, once you get those, you pull it all through together. And now what you're going to do is you're going to jump over to this chain 5 space, and you're going to work your 3 double crochet clusters, all being separated by chain 3, just like we did down here. Okay, so we're going to work the first cluster, and it's going to have 3 doubles in it, of course. So once you have 3 doubles, pull through and chain 3. Okay, the next cluster, pull through, chain 3. And then our last cluster, grab my yarn here, and then pull through. Do not chain 3 here at this point. I'm running out of yarn there. Okay, so once you've done that, you want to jump over to your chain 7 here, and you're just going to go right in and start working a cluster. Alright, still working clusters. Do a chain 3 and then work 1 more cluster. You're only going to have 2 to end this one. Okay, and that will be the end of row 5. Okay, now row 6, you're going to turn and you're going to chain 1. You're going to do a single crochet into the top of that cluster, and it's on the very end, so you're going to have to pinch it hard to get it in there. Okay, and now what you're going to do is single crochet into the next chain 3 space. Okay, and then you're going to chain 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to single crochet into the next chain 3 space, so jump over to the next chain 3. Then single crochet into the top of that cluster and into the next chain 3 space. Okay, then you will chain 5 again, and then what you will do is single crochet into, let's see where we at, single crochet into that chain 5 space, or chain 3 space there, and then you will end with a single crochet into the last double crochet, which is your turning chain. Okay, so that is what you have, and then the purple one is right behind it. So this is, and then what you do from here on out after row 6 is you just go back and repeat rows 3 to 6 just to continue the pattern and keep it going. So if you're making a scarf, you're making an afghan, of course you just keep working. As far as an afghan, you just keep working in multiples of 7 to make it longer. And if you're making a scarf, you just keep working rows 3 through 6 to go taller. And that's all there is to that pattern. So you just keep working it, and your pattern gets more and more beautiful. So again, this is called your cluster lattice stitch. So just work this beautiful pattern. You can change color at any time. I didn't see at any point where I would choose to change color over one spot versus the other. That's totally up to you. So have fun with that. And as far as in the video goes, where I labeled rows 3 through 6, that is where you keep going and keep your repetitive rows going to keep building from. So till next video, guys, happy hooking.